Hi, I'm Steve Rozenberg. I want to thank you for taking the time to learn from me and my 20 plus years of experience in the real estate industry. You're going to learn that my success, like many other entrepreneurs before me, was not my original life plan at all. In fact, it's actually the complete opposite of how I ever imagined my life to be. Now, let me just say that I never really wanted to be involved in real estate. I didn't want to be a top-level influencer, a speaker, or even a coach. See, I started off in life with just having one goal, and that was to have a single career. All I ever wanted to do whenever I was a little kid was grow up and fly airplanes. That's it. I didn't want to do anything else except to actually just be an airline pilot. Now, I got hired with a major airline at 25 years old, and I was flying planes all over the world. Now, I had the best job on the planet. It was the safest, and it was the most secure job that you could ever ask for. I had a pension, I had a 401k, and I was loving life. Until a certain day in history happened. Now that day was September 11th, 2001, and that's when the tragedies that changed our lives forever. So yes, up until September 10th, 2001, I did have the best job in the world. I had the safest and I had the most secure job as an airline pilot. Now, on September 13th, just 48 hours after the towers fell, I got my furlough notice from the airlines that basically said, "Hey Steve, thanks for being this great and dedicated worker, but you know what? We don't really think we need you. And that safe and secure job that you thought you had, well, it's really not that safe and it's really not that secure. Oh, and by the way, you're about to be on the street with 50,000 other airline pilots looking for jobs, so good luck to you." Now, let me just say, you may not be a pilot, and maybe you've never gone through this before. But when you've worked your whole life for something and all you know how to do is fly a plane, and within 48 hours, that dream gets ripped away from you, I can tell you it is very humbling. Now you realize that everything that you've done your whole life is basically about to be useless. Because as an airline pilot, I gotta tell you, they don't teach you how to do anything else except fly airplanes. Within days, my whole life was dissolving right in front of me. And sadly, nobody really seemed to care. Now the following weeks, it forced me to realize that I needed to really think about what would I do if the whole airline industry ceased to exist at all. I realized I needed to choose my future on my own terms. At that time, I had no idea that this would actually be the beginning of a lifelong journey. So what did I do? I started learning about real estate and I bought every book that I could find and I read a book a week. I took courses, I signed up for mentorship programs, I learned how to wholesale and flip properties. I learned how to buy single family homes as well as apartment complexes. I did everything I could do to figure this out because I was in survival mode. Now, as I began learning, I soon realized that real estate was a true vehicle for creating wealth. As a matter of fact, I learned that 90% of the wealthiest people on the planet were somehow and in some way tied to real estate. What I learned more importantly is that being wealthy is not just owning 4 walls and a roof or having a certain number in your bank account. It's the freedom and flexibility to live life on my own terms, as I'm going to show you what it really takes to be a successful real estate investor from a practitioner's level, not just in theory. For you to become that successful person, you need to learn not just real estate, but you need to learn how to master mindset as well as the skills of entrepreneurship. Now, my promise to you is that if you follow me, watch this educational content with intention, and you take the necessary action, you will be opened up to a whole new way of learning and, more importantly, a whole new way of thinking. And this will actually give you the wealth and life you truly desire. Thanks again. I look forward to sharing with you my knowledge, education, and experience.